Yeah, I'll tell you, Iris Perez has been here for some time, and we've been sharing quite a few hugs, haven't we, Iris?
Yeah, we
Um,
have.
Iris is a good friend of Prince, knows him quite well. Iris, what's going through your head today?
This is absolutely unbelievable. As you know, Prince is not only one of the most prolific artists of our time, he was a great person who loved Minnesota, who loved the people of Minnesota. This was his home. He had no intention on going anywhere. I mean, I had just been in communication with him on Sunday, and as far as I knew, he was on the up and up, and he didn't want to talk about how he was feeling. He wanted to focus on his music. He wanted to focus on his performance here that night because he wanted to make sure the people here had an experience, and that was what he was all about. He was all about making sure that he left you with an experience that you would never forget, with an experience that left you with, you know, a resonance and a feeling of more than just, you know, a connection that you would have with a musician. And that was what his music was all about. His music will live forever, you know, and I think that people who are people who are heartbroken right now, because trust me, hearts are breaking all over the world right now with this news, they can know that his music, he lives through his music. And there's a variety, a plethora of messages that he left in his music. And one of the most profound messages that he left with all of us was a message of love and a message of something beyond what we experience here. So I think what Prince would want us to feel right now, yes, he would want us to mourn because he knows that he left a lasting impression with us, but he would also want, after that mourning, for us to celebrate his life and celebrate the fact that, you know, he's transitioned and perhaps to something greater, you know. So while my heart is absolutely broken, I am blessed and I feel fortunate to have had some very wonderful memories with Prince Rogers Nelson, and my condolences to his family and those who had the opportunity to be close to him.
You say his full name, Prince Rogers Nelson. We all know Prince, the musician, the artist. What was he like just to be around and have a quiet conversation with?
He was amazing. He left such a lasting impression. I mean, he was funny. I mean, he was so real. You know, I mean, he's so versatile. He's a multifaceted man, but he was a joy to be around. I mean, we did things. We watched movies together, you know, and we watched John Oliver. We watched different things on television. We talked about the news. We talked about celebrities and life and spirituality. He was just an amazing, well-rounded human being, unlike anyone I've ever met.
Why did he choose to stay in Minnesota, and not only stay, but, you know, pick Chanhassen as his home?
You know, that's a really good question. I never got that deep into it. I was just proud, you know. I was proud. I never questioned it because it was something that I was really proud to see. Someone embrace their hometown, embrace this wonderful, beautiful state. And, you know, just like he had said, my hometown, Detroit, was his second hometown. I was happy to make Minneapolis my second hometown. So it was nothing I ever questioned. But I know he loves Minnesota. He loves the people of Minnesota. And I think he found a lot of peace here. You know, a lot of the riffraff that you would find in a place like New York and LA, he wouldn't have to worry about here. He had a sense of privacy here at Paisley Park in Chanhassen and in Minnesota that he probably wouldn't have found in places like New York and LA.
You know, I got one opportunity to go inside Paisley Park and see him, and what struck me was you walk in and there's no security guards breathing over you. You can kind of do what you want, and how much trust he had for people.
Yeah, because he knew if you acted up, that was on you, and whatever the consequences that followed would be on you. But yeah, he wanted people to not feel restricted, because I think he knew that when people feel restricted, that's when they behave in unusual ways or in ways that violate, you know, his privacy or his space. He definitely had boundaries with people. He definitely, you know, throughout the course of us establishing a friendship, you know, he was guarded just like I was. But again, it goes back to he was human just like the rest of us, and he took time to get to know people and his fans and journalists like myself. And I mean, he's just an outstanding. He will live on through his music, and he was an outstanding person. And again, Teddy, I'm just so blessed to have known him.
And I've asked everyone this. I mean, what song or what album do you want to be playing right now?
Oh, wow. You know, I sat down with him last May when he was making a song called Free Yourself. And I watched him make it. And he was like, I made these songs on instruments that, you know, you grew up listening to in my music. You know, the classic Prince, the Purple Rain Prince that so many people know and love. And I just feel so blessed to have sat in that studio with him up until 4 o'clock in the morning. And then at noon, after I got home, received that song, received those lyrics. I'm again, Teddy, I'm just so blessed to have been his friend, to have been someone to document a small portion, albeit a small portion, but a portion of Prince's life. And yeah, I'm just, I have a very, I mean, I can tell you these things because you're my friend and you're my coworker and you're asking me these questions, but still unbelievable. But again, I have to look at the silver lining in the fact that it was amazing knowing Prince.
And as you talk about the silver lining and you talk about celebrating his life, not only did he have loyal friends, he has creative fans. I mean,
Yeah.
how do you see this area transforming over the next few days? One person told me expect a lot of purple flowers.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I mean, there's going to be an outpouring of love, not only across the country. People, they flew in for his parties from all over the world. They would come in, not just from Canada, but other parts of the world. So you can expect to see people flying in. People are probably booking flights right now. I mean, Prince, again, meant so much to so many people, not just in the United States, all around the world. And I think it's unfortunate that a lot of people are going to see who he really was after his death, not while he was living. So again, that's why I say I'm just so fortunate to have known him while he was here.
I know this wasn't easy, Iris. Anything else you want people to think about or reflect on at this moment?
Just to remember his message through his music. And like I said, I feel like that underlying message in all of his songs was about the importance of understanding your internal truth, understanding that there is something that binds all of us, regardless of our differences, and that at the end of the day, no matter how you look at it, is love. And I think that that's what he would want us to move forward and keep in our hearts as we remember him and what he meant to each and every one of us.
Love.
Love.
Thank you, Iris, so
You're
much.
welcome, Teddy. My pleasure.
Yeah. Our colleague and good friend, Iris Perez, sharing her thoughts. This has not hit her well. She's been very upset. She did not want to believe it when we heard the rumors. So we appreciate her articulating what everyone is trying to say today about how much Prince it means to them. And